Welcome everyone to the Daily Football News for October 15th. Right after this, we'll dive into the most noteworthy football updates we've just brought to you. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to the channel to keep up with us every day. Thank you all so much! Once again, Cristiano Ronaldo commanded the world's attention, bagging a phenomenal brace against Hungary. This double vaulted his career tally to 948 goals and, more importantly, crowned him the all-time leading scorer in World Cup qualifying history with 41 strikes. In the 22nd minute, CR7 made a smart run to tap in the equalizer from close range before doubling the lead in the 45th minute with a vintage finish from a Nuno Mendes cross. Yet, Ronaldo's perfect performance couldn't seal the win for Portugal. Deep into stoppage time, at the 90+1 minute mark, Szoboszlai delivered a crushing blow with a scorching shot that leveled the score at 2-2 right on CR7's home turf. It's a new record for Ronaldo, but the joy is overshadowed by a draw that denies Portugal an early ticket to the 2026 World Cup. Displaying overwhelming dominance, England thrashed Latvia 5-0 to become the first European team to punch their ticket to the 2026 World Cup. Harry Kane marked his return from injury with a second-half brace, boosting his international goal count to 76 and cementing his status as the Three Lions spearhead. Meanwhile, Spain continued their superb run, crushing Bulgaria 4-0 at home to solidify their lead in World Cup 2026 qualifying Group E. Marino struck twice. An Atanas Chernev own goal added to the tally, and Mikel Oyarzabal finished the rout from the penalty spot. La Roja delivered a complete masterclass in ball control, boasting an incredible 87% possession. In a truly seismic event in Tokyo, Japan mounted a sensational comeback to defeat Brazil 3-2. After Paulo Henrique and Martinelli put CR7 2 goals up, it seemed like Coach Ancelotti's men were heading for another routine victory. But the sheer discipline and indomitable spirit of the Japanese team completely turned the game on its head. Minamino sparked a stunning turnaround, followed by goals from Nakamura and Ayase Ueda that sent the stadium into an absolute frenzy. In the final minutes, Brazil ramped up the pressure, only to be repeatedly denied by goalkeeper Zion Suzuki. This historic victory marks the first time Japan has ever beaten Brazil, capping off a night where the samba rhythm was utterly silenced by the blazing samurai spirit. Lamine Yamal's frequent public appearances with his girlfriend, Nikki Nicole, during his injury layoff have drawn massive attention. The couple was spotted vacationing in Croatia, walking hand-in-hand out of the airport, leading many fans to worry that Yamal might be distracted, potentially hindering his recovery. The post featuring the images quickly garnered nearly 900,000 views in a single day. Some critics lamented that Yamal was ruining his career. However, many supporters countered, arguing that Nicky's love and support could be the emotional fuel he needs to push through the recovery period. With Yamal already having played 130 professional games before the age of 18 with little rest, the public is now asking a critical question: can he balance love and career to truly become a global superstar? Arsenal has been dealt a major blow with the news that captain Martin Ødegaard sustained a medial collateral ligament injury during the 2-0 win over West Ham, sidelining him for at least 9 matches. The 26-year-old midfielder was forced off in the first half, presenting a significant midfield challenge for manager Mikel Arteta. He is likely to return only after the mid-November international break, missing Premier League clashes against Fulham, Crystal Palace, Burnley, Sunderland, 2 Champions League fixtures, and a League Cup tie with Brighton. Ødegaard has struggled with injuries since the start of the season, making only 7 appearances. His absence is a heavy loss, as the Norwegian star is not just the team's spiritual leader, but also the creative brain of Arsenal's play. Despite this, Arteta's side currently leads the Premier League by 1 point over Liverpool after 7 rounds, and will now have to find a temporary solution to maintain their winning streak. Frenkie de Jong and Barcelona have reached an agreement on a contract extension until 2029, complete with a massive €500 million release clause, underscoring his vital importance at Camp Nou. De Jong's current contract was due to expire at the end of this season, and this 3-year extension secures one of Hansi Flick's key pillars. He also agreed to salary adjustments, aligning with the club's new financial policy, which will take effect from the 2026-27 season. De Jong has proven to be indispensable in midfield thanks to his exceptional rhythm control, pinpoint passing, and effective defensive cover. Often partnered with Pedri, he is the nucleus of Barcelona's fluid tactical setup. At 28, De Jong is in the prime of his career, and this new deal confirms he will continue to be the heartbeat of Camp Nou, helping to build a solid foundation for their pursuit of La Liga and Champions League glory. Manchester United has received a welcome piece of news. Defender Lisandro Martínez is set to return to full first-team training this week, raising the prospect of him featuring before the end of October. The Argentine center-back has been out since February with a torn MCL in his left knee sustained during the loss to Crystal Palace, which required surgery in London. His recovery has been smooth. Martínez has returned to basic training activities at Carrington, and medical tests have been highly positive. His return is a crucial addition to the defense ahead of a challenging run of fixtures, including the trip to Liverpool. He is likely to be involved in the match against Brighton on October 25th or the away game at Nottingham Forest. The only remaining injury concern for the Red Devils is Noussair Mazraoui, who is expected back after the October international break. According to ESPN, Manchester United is still open to retaining Casemiro, but the Brazilian star must agree to a substantial salary reduction if he wishes to stay at Old Trafford beyond this season. The 33-year-old midfielder is under contract until June 26 with an option for a further year, but is currently among the club's highest earners. With MU tightening their wage structure, a pay cut is viewed as a mandatory condition. Under manager Ruben Amorim, Casemiro has maintained a critical role in midfield and has shown consistent form. He and his family feel settled in Manchester, despite receiving tempting offers from Brazilian clubs and the Saudi Pro League. MU's stance has also shifted. They no longer see Casemiro as a player to offload, but rather as an experienced anchor to guide the younger players. Nevertheless, the club will still look to sign another midfielder in the summer of 25 to prepare for the inevitable squad transition. AC Milan is once again chasing Liverpool center-back Joe Gomez despite failing to secure a deal in the past summer transfer window. The English defender has played only 29 minutes in the Premier League this season due to the regular pairing of Van Dijk and Konate, making the prospect of regular playing time at Milan a compelling factor. The Rossoneri still prioritize adding an experienced center-back, and Gomez remains a top target for manager Max Allegri. However, the final decision will hinge on manager Arne Slot and Liverpool's defensive situation, particularly following the injury to Giovanni Leone. If Milan tables a formal offer, Gomez may be open to a move, but the Merseyside club will carefully consider any decision before allowing a key center-back to leave during the January transfer window.